And now for the Honourable Member, Miss Yvonne Pearson. Honourable Member Yvonne Pearson Fredericks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to make my contribution, and not my contribution, but I can speak on behalf of the indigenous peoples, or the Amerindian peoples as we are called, of Guyana. And therefore, I'm proud to be standing here today representing the Amerindian peoples of Guyana, and also the ordinary working peoples of Guyana, the farmers, the laborers, the hotel workers, whatever. I stand here proud as a representative of the ordinary people. Mr. Speaker, as I said, I stand here in support of Budget 2025, a secure, prosperous, and sustainable Guyana. However, before I direct my attention to the budget, I wish to make some rebuttals. I would like to say to the honorable member, Mr. Henry, he writes on behalf of the Guyana Action Party. The Guyana Action Party GAP. But where is that party? So as far as we know, there's 2 members in the party, 2 members. But as I said, we on this side of the house, we reach out to the total population of Guyana. The People's Progressive Party reached to the end, to the utmost end of this country. And I can say that because I've been there. I've walked this land from the rivers to the creeks, to the mountain tops, to the savanna, to the swamp. I have been there as a representative of the People's Progressive Party. And I haven't met anyone who can say, I am Guyana Action Party. So that leaves me to wonder, I only know 2 members. 2 members. The honorable member says he speaks to man in the street. And these people is saying the budget has nothing. Who are you talking to, honorable member? You know, you spoke about many things, and you said when you get back to office. But it's good to dream. You're in a slumber, you're dreaming, and I urge you to wake up and see the reality of what is happening in this country, our country, Guyana, your country, my country. What is happening? Because you're far off track, sir. You're far off track. I want to respond to you on the HAZE program. Nobody fired them. Some of them came over under the CSO program. Most of them came under the CSO program. You said the coalition have a good track record. Oh my. Honorable member, if the coalition had such a good record, what are you doing over there? What are you doing over there if your records were so good and you did so many things for the Guyanese people? How come you're over there? How come? And you have done so many things for the Guyanese people. Come on, wake up. You're dreaming. You're dreaming.
What are you doing?
Honorable member spoke a lot about FPIC. Free, prior, and informed consent. Honorable member, I wonder if you use FPIC in the distribution of the $165 SLED project funds. Did you, 165 million, sorry, $165 million of the SLED project funds. Did you use FPIC? Free, prior, and informed consent. The honorable member spoke about land titling. Yes, it is true that prior to 1992, Amerindian villages, they did receive land title. Yes, that is true. You are correct. And I think that's the only correct thing you said. You are correct. However, under the PPP, land titling continued. The project and the program continued. And I'm saying when we left office in 2015, funds were there to continue that project. And in May 2018, a former minister said I was unable to title any village. That is in public knowledge.
Yes.
I was unable. Funds were there. In your manifesto, in the APNU manifesto, they said, they promised that they would address the issue of land titling and Amerindian land titling. They said it according to international standards. So, sir, you come here and talk about FPIC and international standards. They promised that. And what happened? What happened? They failed. They failed. Although in their manifesto, that was one of their big promises, to address the Amerindian land titling and Amerindian land issue according to international standards. And in May 2018, the minister said, I was unable to title any village. So then when was a village title under that administration, under AFC, APNU, or whatever they call themselves? When? Let me say, Mr. Speaker, I can say this because I was part of the land titling team. In fact, I was the head of the land titling team. So all the reports that was submitted, all the reports was work that we had done, that we left there. All they had to do was hand out the certificate. All the work that we done. And so what? So don't come bring promises again, honorable member. Get your information straight. Mr. Speaker, I wish to say, on day number 1, the honorable member, Jurita Finance, in her presentation, she said people are poorer now. Poorer. In her presentation, she said if you walk around the villages and talk to the people and ask them if they have received funds, millions of dollars, people are poorer. In her presentation, she said that the government is reckless in spending. Mr. Speaker, I wish to say, I don't know where the honorable member visits. I don't know who she's talking to. But as we go around in the villages and communities, and as I said before, I'm representing the ordinary people because I talk to the ordinary people. I rub shoulders with the ordinary people. They have a smile on their face. They have a smile on their face. They are comfortable. They are happy because what is happening, the interests of the people are being met. So I would like the honorable members to visit the local villages and community and talk to the people. I don't know who they're talking to, Mr. Speaker, but talk to the ordinary people. And if, Mr. Speaker, I would like to say, if addressing the issues and the needs and the things that are affecting the people, like providing better health services, construction of schools, roads, assistance for farmers, if that is reckless spending, and if that is recklessness, well, I think we would like to see more recklessness. More recklessness. If addressing the needs of the people is deemed as being a reckless government, then I would like the ordinary people to hear that the assistance that is being given to them is deemed as recklessness. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member, Mr. Holder, came with a nice plan. Wow, good plan. But you know what, Mr. Speaker? 2015, they came with a 100 days plan, 100 days. And my colleague, honorable member Barrett, read some of the 100 days plan. They failed to deliver. They went out there and they promised in 100 days what will be done, and they failed. But here is Mr. Holder coming now with a 90 days plan. 90 days plan. The honorable member, yes, the honorable member. The honorable member now is coming with a 90 days plan. And guess what? With a bigger plan. If you could not have delivered in your 100 days plan, how come now you coming with 90 days? Who are you trying? I can't say hoodwink, huh? No.
Who are you trying to fool?
Who are you trying?
Who are you trying to fool?
Well, no, I don't think I can say fool either. But who are you trying to what? To blackmail? No, oh my.
Hoodwink.
Hoodwink? No. But what stroke you coming with now? What stroke you coming with now? 90 days, and you are going to tell the people out there, the Guyanese people, that within 90 days I can do this. Are you a magician? I don't know if he's a magician.
Paul is a magician.
Because,
Illusionist.
and then, Mr. Speaker, he said they are a government in waiting. Coming with a 90 days plan, bigger than before, could not have delivered on your 100 days plan. Now you're coming and tell me something. The government in waiting, you have a long time to wait. Long wait. Because guess what? You're all dreaming. You are all dreaming. And it's good to dream. It is good to dream. So continue to dream. Mr. Speaker, you know, we have seen many things. We know what the coalition is all about. And the Guyanese people knows what the coalition is all about. And Mr. Speaker, they can see, because it is there for all to see, the development, the transformation that has taken place within the past 4 years. It is there. It's not anything that we can hide. Everyone can see and everyone knows. A lot of people listen to the budget. They're saying that nothing is in the 2025 budget, but the ordinary people see benefits. The ordinary people see benefits. The ordinary people have seen what has taken place from 2020, from August 2020 to today. The ordinary people see, and they remember. They remember what had happened before. They remember. It cannot be erased. One presenter said that they, the APNU, the AFC, brought back democracy to this country. That is untrue. That is untrue. Mr. Speaker, maybe I'm one of the oldest person in this house, and I lived the life for many years, and I know what it was before 1992. I know the suffering, and I can talk about it. I can talk about it. I know the suffering. And I know when democracy was brought back in this country. I know, 1992. 1992. And I know I know in 2018, when the honorable member, Ms. Ferguson, went to my village in Mainstay and said to the people, don't vote for Yvonne Pearson. No, because we have the money now. We are the APNU-AFC. She told the resident of my village, don't vote for me because the PPP is not in office and they don't have the money. The honorable member, Mr. Speaker, that is a fact. That is the truth. And I know what happened. And I know when democracy was brought back. And I know when freedom of speech returned to this country. I know, because I was there for many years. And there are many things that I can say, but I would not say it here. I would not say it here. But I know, because I've lived. I know. Mr. Speaker, as I said before, tremendous development. And sir, I would like to, we have heard mention about the low carbon development strategy. We have heard of the many development that has taken place within Amerindian villages and community. Sir, I would like to, we have heard how people are poorer and how people are struggling to put meal on the table. That is not so. That is not so.
Honorable member, you need to give you 5 minutes to continue to conclude.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the honourable member be given 20 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to continue. According to my record, she has.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable member, you have 5 minutes in which to conclude.
I wish to say now, and I wish to call figures, sir. In region number 1, under the LCDS, 35 million, Carbury. And I wish to say what the senior councillor said. And I quote, Mr. Earl Rodriguez is the committed senior councillor of Carbury. He noted that the satellite village benefited tremendously from the 2023 LCDS carbon credit allocation. Mr. Rodriguez appreciates the democratic nature of the program, which empowers residents to take charge of the development. He also thanked all the actors throughout the various levels of government who work tremendously towards indigenous development. Sir, this is just one, and I have many here from region 1 to 10. We have persons who are saying how they benefited, and I wish to say even from Shulinab, where the honorable member come from. They benefited from $24 million. And this is what 2 pensioners said. This is what my wife and I are benefiting from the carbon credit money. We use our allocation to do better farming. That is what said. My wife and I, we live alone and we are old. We depend on our farms. Mr. Speaker, and if I had the time to go through all that I have here, this is what directly from the villages, this is what they benefited from. I wish to say, sir, honorable member Jurita say finance, people are suffering, people are poorer, but here I have from Cartabo, which is not far from Bartica. Here I have from Agatash, which is nearby to Bartica, and I wish to read what they said. Cartabo Region 7 received $18 million, and here is what one resident says. I did not have enough nets to do the amount of fishing that I wanted to do. So the nets and the other items I got from the LCDS was very good to me, and I'm really happy about it. I catch double the amount, yes, of fish because the new nets, so I earn more. This let me have a freezer. Imagine this little fisherman now, he extends his fishing. He is able to buy a freezer to store the fishes and improve my business. Later, I will be getting a generator. Mr. Speaker, these are ordinary people who benefited from the LCDS under this government and in this very building. I remember former Excellency Dr. Jagdeo promised us as to show that any funds come from the forest, we will benefit. Here today I have evidence, sir. And this only happened under the People's Progressive Party Civic. And we are talking, I can go through also, I wish if I had the opportunity. We are talking about progress, prosperity. That is what we are talking about, sir. And even in the Bible, even in the good book which everybody know, in the book of John 3, I think, 3 John, chapter 1, verse 2, above all things, the Lord wants us to prosper. And under the People's Progressive Party, we are talking prosperity. Sir, and our motto, we are a secure, prosperous, and sustainable Guyana for all Guyanese. Sir, I'm sorry that I cannot even address what is there for us, the Amerindian people, in the 2025 budget. In closing, sir, I want to say to the honorable member, Ms. Chanda, I cannot remember the exact words, but I think she said something like this. She sees no reason why we shouldn't support the budget. And I think that's good thinking, sir. Put Guyana first. Put our people first. All right. I said, thank you, Ms. Chandon. Yes, good thinking. Let us all put the people first. This is our country. And we ought to look out for our people. And I am saying, sir, regardless of what is being said, the honorable member left because they don't want to hear the truth. And in my hands here, I have facts. Facts. And that is what I would like to present to this honorable house. So, sir, on behalf of the Amerindian peoples of this country and the ordinary people, we support 2025 budget. Securing future for prosperous Guyana. Thank you very much.